WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight. An investigation is underway after an officer-involved shooting that happened on Sunday. Now, it's unclear at this time if anyone was injured. Sources say that the incident started as a high-speed chase in Webster County. The source confirms that the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office and Calhoun City Police Department were both involved. We're told that the MBI has taken over that investigation. This morning, 2 people are found dead in a crashed truck in Itawamba County. Sheriff Chris Dickinson says that a passerby found the truck upside down. You see it right there off of Walker's Bridge on Boat Ramp Road in the Ozark community. Dickinson says Joseph Moore, 22 of Marietta, and Sarah Sides, 24 of Mooreville, were the 2 victims found inside the truck. At this time, it's unclear what caused the truck to run off the road. Investigators believe that the crash happened sometime after midnight. The truck was found around 8:30 this morning. That crash is still under investigation. Supervisors in Lowndes County are working to put a ban on a potentially dangerous product. It's called kratom, and it's not illegal, but some claim the substance is highly addictive. Now, currently, it can be found in convenience stores and some specialty shops in pill, capsule, or extract form. Well, some of the side effects include hallucinations and high energy.
This product has no regulation, no quality control, so we're not even sure what's in this substance that's being sold across the counter. It's highly addictive, and a lot of people are using this stuff to supplement the opioids that they're addicted to from the opioid epidemic here in Lowndes County.
Now, supervisors agreed to start studying the matter. Columbus councilmen are expected to hear citizen input on the matter tomorrow night and have reportedly begun looking at an ordinance as well. The Mississippi Department of Transportation launches a new user-friendly site for finding road and bridge conditions in the Magnolia State. Courtney Ann Jackson shows us how to use it.
Ever wonder if you're driving on the state's roughest patch of highway? Now you can find out how it compares to the rest of the state by using MDOT Path, or Public Accountability Transportation Hub.
You don't have to be a data cruncher. You don't have to be a bridge engineer. You don't have to be somebody that's an engineer to understand the data. Which, if just looking at all the numbers, it can get kind of confusing.
The site makes it simple with color-coded condition maps. This page, for example, shows the 10-year history of the pavement conditions, and you can see how it's progressively gotten worse.
There's people that are skeptical of government agencies and say, okay, well, they're telling us it's that bad. Well, show me how bad it is. That's what this website is designed to do.
The site will also serve as a visual aid while the agency lobbies lawmakers for more money to fund those road and bridge projects. I showed the site to folks to see what they thought about it. Most agreed it's a good idea, although most said they weren't surprised with what they saw.
Everybody needs to be more transparent, absolutely. Got to keep those highways going, no matter what.
I don't even have to look at it. I mean, really, I know it's bad.
It's worse. It needs a lot of attention. It's worse.
As new inspections are completed, the website will automatically update. It will also have an ongoing list of closed and posted bridges statewide.
We're telling people that the conditions of our roadways are bad, but what can we do to take the next step to actually show them? I mean, obviously people driving around, driving on the roads that they drive every day, they know that those roads are bad, but how can we show them that it's not it's broader than just the roads that each person drives every day? And this was the solution we came up with.
Courtney Ann Jackson, WCBI News.
Some bridges in Oktibbeha County, they're getting much needed repairs. During the special legislative session, lawmakers gave counties the opportunity to apply for emergency bridge funds. Nearly 700 applications and over $1 billion were requested. Oktibbeha got approved for 5 bridge projects out of the 10 that they requested, totaling more than $2 million.
As far as number-wise, we weren't the largest dollar amount, but we were the second largest number of projects that were approved. So we're very excited about that because it didn't have to come out from your local dollars. It actually is state dollars that have been allocated for this emergency bridge funding repair.
Miller says the project will start on the bridge on Self Creek Road, and then in 2 weeks, work will start on the bridge on Mount Olive Road. Time now to toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson, who's standing by with a first look at our forecast. Hey there, Keith.
Hey Scott, we've had a lot of cloud cover around the region today. A time-lapse view from Durham's Pharmacy in West Alabama. In Vernon, you can see the clouds coming on in. We had a little bit of rain this morning. Mainly cloudy conditions this evening. You can see the low ceilings right here with our Alpha Insurance camera network in downtown Columbus. Low 60s, upper 50s now in Oxford. We really haven't budged too much. We do have a little batch of showers down to the southwest that is heading our way, so our rain chances will still be with us tonight and tomorrow. Overnight lows hovering around 60. This is the next 24 in Columbus, low 70s tomorrow. So not too many changes tonight, a little bit warmer tomorrow, mainly cloudy and still the chance for some rain. If you missed out on the rain today, just have the umbrella with you tomorrow because we may see a little bit more, but it stays mild. More in just a few minutes.
Well, in recognition of World Cancer Day, tonight we're highlighting a 10-year-old from West Point who fought and defeated the disease. Now, you may remember it was just over a year ago when we first told you about Lila Ussery's leukemia diagnosis. Our Quentin Smith, he visits Lila, who's now back home at her home there in West Point. Quentin, how's our friend Lila doing?
Scott, she's doing wonderful. She's enjoying the 5th grade and is excited to be back home around her friends and family. After going through multiple chemo treatments more than a year ago, the 10-year-old has now regained her strength and has a new outlook on life. Meet 10-year-old Lila Ussery.
Well, for fun, I like to go outside and jump on my trampoline in the backyard or play with my friends or play outside.
On the outside, she may seem like your ordinary 10-year-old, but in reality, Lila has endured more than many people her age.
Leukemia, cancer. Picked the wrong girl.
She's a cancer survivor. In June of 2017, she was diagnosed with a rare disease called acute myeloid leukemia.
When I was diagnosed with leukemia, I just thought it was some bad version of the flu or something like that.
But in reality, it was worse than that. Lila had to go through 5 rounds of chemotherapy in her fight with cancer and even had to shave her head multiple times. However, throughout the process, her best friend, Willa Grennan, was right there with her every step of the way, even shaving her own head to show support.
She said that she was going to have the chemo, and I was like, I asked her if she was going to have to shave her head, and she said yes, and I said I would do it with her. Immediately, I knew I was gonna do that.
After going toe-to-toe with her disease and being in the hospital for more than 300 days, Lila finally got the news she's been waiting to hear. The cancer is gone. She says the intense battle has now given her a new outlook on life.
Every morning when I look in the mirror, I remember, oh wait, I shaved my head a couple months ago. I am a cancer survivor. I did have cancer, but I am a survivor, and there's not big of a chance that it will ever come back again, so I'm just going to enjoy the days that I have.
She deserves it. She deserves the term survivor after having gone through something so scary and so hard.
Now, when Lila made her return back home to West Point, she was welcomed with a parade. People filled the streets to shower her with lots of signs and love, showing their support for the 10-year-old.
Low clouds continue across our region. You can see those right there in Columbus and our Louisville, Mississippi sky cam. Overall quiet tonight. Visibility not too bad here, but issues could develop later tonight with some patchy fog. The full forecast is next.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
More clouds on our Tuesday. Yes, we start out on a mild note. We should actually start out warmer than where we should be for daytime highs this time of year. And speaking of the daytime high, somewhere in the 70s it looks like. There will be a chance for some showers during the day. At this point, we're going to go with about a 30% chance for rain, southerly breezes at about 5 to 10. So the status quo will continue. A lot of cloud cover, a little bit warmer, slightly warmer. Highs well into the 70s, I think, with a chance for some showers. So not everyone's guaranteed one of those showers, but it is possible. So that is tomorrow. This is our Wednesday. We stay unseasonably warm, not just here. That's our area right here, but really all of the southeast, widespread warmth. As we get into your Thursday, still warm, and then a cold front blows on through, and we'll have a shot at some cooler air as we get into your Friday. and for the weekend. Not dramatically cold, but still much cooler than where we have been and where we will be going. Here's our time lapses from Louisville, Mississippi, Tupelo, Vernon, Columbus. You can see the clouds moving on through today. Some fast-moving clouds with some of those southerly breezes. Not a lot of rain around here, perhaps a little bit of drizzle and mist, but we do have some showers building back down towards southwest, and that is that opportunity for some rain tomorrow. Check this out. There's an area of low pressure here in Northern California. Rain right now across the Bay Area, but there's actually an opportunity for some snow just above sea level here in the mountains that surround San Francisco Bay. Quite unusual. There could actually be a little bit of wet snow trying to mix on in with some of those rain showers tonight down at sea level, but most of the heavy snow will be in the higher elevations. They need that moisture out there in the Sierras. Now for us, we are looking at the opportunity for a little bit of rain here in the region tomorrow. A lot of cloud cover, yes. You can see some of that opportunity for rain being depicted by Futurecast. Overall, the big story, warm weather, extensive cloud cover, a chance for a little bit of rain tomorrow and for Wednesday. Now as we get into your Wednesday and early Thursday, the best chance for rain is actually going to be up here to the northwest, and even some storms too. As we get into Thursday, notice the front right there. It will slide on through, so that's probably our best chance for widespread rain, maybe even a few storms. At this point, it doesn't look like any strong storms before some cooler air comes on in for our Friday. So the heaviest rain by far to our north. We're still looking at the opportunity later this week for over a ½ inch of moisture, but the heaviest rain, the flooding potential, should be to our north. Look at our 7-day forecast. A roller coaster ride, low and mid 70s through Thursday. 40s begin on Friday. At this point, we're going to keep temperatures in the 40s for the weekend, but I think we'll surge back up into the 60s by Monday, Scott.
All right, thank you very much, Keith. When we come back, we get down to the heart of the matter and tell you how you can check up on your ticker's health. Stay with us.
WCBI News at 10 with Scott Martin.
Welcome back. February is Heart Month, and throughout the month, Health Talk with Baptist will be focusing on cardiac care, from cause and prevention to surgery and non-surgical procedures. Tonight, we look at what you can do about CTO.
Hi, I'm Dr. John King, interventional cardiologist and member of the cardiology team here at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Tonight, I want to talk to you about coronary chronic total occlusion procedures, which are now being performed here at Baptist Golden Triangle. Coronary chronic total occlusion, also known as a CTO, is a type of heart disease where an artery becomes blocked for at least 30 days. This prevents blood from getting to the part of the heart supplied by that artery. Symptoms of a CTO can include chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, and heart failure. CTOs are very common, occurring in as many as 30% of patients with significant coronary artery disease. Historically, people with a CTO required bypass surgery to treat this condition. However, it is not the only treatment option available. Today, it is now possible to treat a CTO through a less invasive technique called percutaneous coronary intervention, also known as PCI or angioplasty. In this procedure, the blocked artery is opened using balloons and stents. If you have been diagnosed with a CTO, a cardiologist that specializes in CTO procedures may be able to restore blood flow using advanced technology and innovative techniques. With successful CTO intervention, patients typically experience immediate and dramatic symptom relief. If you have been told that there is nothing that can be done to reopen your arteries, consider a cardiologist that performs CTO procedures to help restore your heart's normal blood flow. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, where we will discuss other important topics to help you improve your cardiovascular health.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
It's a simple test that could save your life. Now it's cheaper and it helps others. On Saturdays in February, Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle is partnering with the Lowndes County United Way to celebrate Heart Health Month. They're offering a heart score screening for $50. Half of that money will go to the United Way. The test takes images of your heart to detect buildup of calcium deposits. The event is open to everyone on Saturdays this month from 8 to 4. Organizers ask that you call the hospital during the week to make an appointment. The Owls spending senior night in search of a few wins. See the highlights coming up next in sports.
Sky Sports with Courtney Robb.
In case you missed it on Saturday, Mississippi State was able to sneak past Ole Miss and snag a rematch win. The 81-75 victory came in large part to one player in particular. Reggie Perry. The first-year Bulldog earns Freshman of the Week honors due to his big contribution against the in-state rival. Perry followed behind Hugh Weatherspoon with 21 points and also boasted 11 rebounds and 2 blocks. The SEC Weekly Award marks the first for Perry in his collegiate career.
Yeah, it's his focus, his size, his strength, his hands. He has really, really good hands, phenomenal hands. You know, some of the best gloves I've ever seen on a player. And that's saying something.
My confidence has been up pretty much since we started SEC after the first game. And my teammates have done a good job of putting me in the right position and keeping me motivated.
I think him just getting more comfortable with the program and things we need him to do. And he embracing that role and getting confident. He getting his confidence up from the last 20 games. I think he really improved from the last 2 games. I think the Alabama game really helped him out, knowing that he can score in the low post.
It's senior night at the W. The Owl women hosting Oakwood for the last home matchup. Jump to the second quarter. Kiana Jones on the inside with the easy bucket for 2. The Owls leading 46-21. Senior Tazia Hinkson out in transition. The crossover pass to Starlandria Walton. She gets the 2 points. Walton, a huge contributor. Some more action from her. She gets to the inside corner and gets the shot to go. MUW with a 20-point lead, and it was only up from there. The third quarter, Hinkson from just a little beyond the arc buries the 3, and then back at it again is Walton with the fake to the drive inside, and she puts up 2 more. And who else but Walton on this one? Gets the ball in transition, no defenders to stop her, gets the lay-in for another MUW bucket. The fourth quarter winding down, Walton doing a little dancing, having some fun, getting down and inside the paint. MUW dominating Oakwood with an 83-42 victory. The seniors finish out their last game with another win. Now time for some men's action. The Owls also taking on Oakwood in the senior night fight. First half, Josh Skinner with the ball driving inside ties the game up at 2. A little bit later, Tavonta Jones powering his way to the rim. Jones gets the and 1 bucket and also flexes on him. Keith Harris now quick out in transition. Wide open for the floater, extending the Owls lead 10-7. The lead would go up from there. The ball moving around the horn before the pull-up shot and sink. The 3-point basket by Trey Pinkston. Good teamwork on this next play. Pinkston to Harris for the side shot in. The Owls leading 15-7, and Josh Skinner with another great look gets another 2 points for MUW to roll past Oakwood. But the Owls couldn't continue to push past. Oakwood takes the win over MUW 83-77. Harris leading the way for the W with 23 points. A big rivalry in Boonville as the Northeast Mississippi Community College Tigers hosted the Lady Indians from ICC. Third quarter, Buford nails a 3 to cut it 54-45. And then early in the fourth, the Lady Tigers have it. It's off, but Dominique Caldwell is there for the rebound. And then the lead was 63-56. ICC going the other way to Bria Gandy from Starkville. With it, she drives and banks it off the glass. That cut the Lady Tigers lead 63-58. After ICC took the lead, again, Deja Rogan with a 3. And then just seconds left to go, Kaylin Wilson, the Columbus High grad, puts it up. Yes, it'd be 75-74 ICC. They hit some clutch free throws to take a 79-74 lead. And the final would be ICC with the win 79-76. It was a whiteout night at Bonner Arnold Arena as the Northeast Mississippi Tigers hosted the arch rivals from Itawamba. Off the tip, the visiting Indians jump, get the 3 to go for ICC, but the Tigers answer as Felix Hayes from Baldwin hits it. And we're tied at 3-3 all. And it was a whiteout night, like said before, and they'd show up for it. ICC retakes the lead as Kendricus Carlton drives inside the key. Be 5-3 for the Indians. The other way again is Hayes to tie it up at 5. And then ICC's Carlton right here is going to hit a huge 3 for the Indians. Banks it on in, but the Tigers come back, retake the lead, and the Indians go on to get the win in this one with a 73-61 final. That's it for sports. Your last look is coming up after the break. Stick with us.
Sports weather for the next couple of days, Scott. Warm in the mornings and warm in the afternoons. Probably more in the way of 70s here for the next 3 days. Now, there may be some rain tomorrow and Wednesday. Also Thursday, too. But the big story here will be warm weather, the trade-off cloud cover, cooler for Friday and the weekend.
I don't think you'll be hearing any complaints from anybody.
I've closed the complaints department right now.
So if they come your way, or if they come in, don't send them your way. They're done.
I pulled the plug out of the phone, too.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Keith. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy these warm temperatures. We'll see you tomorrow.